Hello and welcome. I've got a very special video for you today. For the past 2 years or so that I've been in operation, I've been using basically a standing desk from Flexispot here. And the Flexispot that I've been using, the white desk that you see there, is a pretty old desk. I've lost some of the wires and cabling for it, so actually I can't actually power it up or down anymore. Flexispot reached out to me and said, hey, would you like to take a look at one of our desks, which is in the latest generation? I said, abso-freaking-lutely, I would love to do that. I do have a second desk from Flexispot with a bamboo top that I did purchase in 2023. I've also been using that alternately for videos. You may see that in some of my older videos throughout last year. So what I've got here for you today is the E6B frame, as you can see here. So this is going to be the power, the motors, that motorized legs that we're going to mount the desktop to. And the desktop is over here. This is a very large desktop. It's a 30-inch depth, so I get a lot more depth on my desk, so I can keep my monitor in space without it being necessarily interrupting the frame here. And of course, I'll also have a larger 78 inches wide in terms of the actual desk space here. Before we begin here, let's give a quick disclaimer. This desk was provided to me by Flexispot for review. Thank you very kindly to them for doing so, and I really appreciate them sending out this desk. I'm looking forward to checking out this product. I personally own, with my own money, 2 of their previous products. Despite that, however, all of the opinions you'll hear in this video are entirely my own, and nobody has had editorial review of the content you'll find herein. That said, if you like my content, please click on the like button, please click subscribe, and click that notification bell so you're the first to know when there's new content available here. And of course, if you like to purchase any of the products that I review, please check links in the description below. I often accompany them with discount codes to help you save a little bit of money. And if you'd like my content, you would like to support the channel a little bit further, you can use the coffee link in the description below to help tip the channel. It is a small gesture, but really goes a long way to help independent creators such as myself. Okay, so as we get this unboxed here, the first thing we see is our instructions manual here. So this is going to tell us how we can actually assemble this desk. Looks like some metal brackets. This is a pretty heavy duty construction, so I think this desk is going to be pretty solid. And of course we have boxes here that are individually labeled and numbered, so it's quite easy to find all of the different components. Lots of foam packaging to ensure nothing gets damaged. Yeah, these motor modules for each leg are very heavy. If you drop it on your foot, you're certainly going to feel it. So that's everything that's included in this box here. I'm going to assume that there's hardware in these boxes, 1 and 2, either hardware such as screws and whatnot, or there could even be cables and connectors here for the motor modules, etc. So we're going to go through this here and then see how this is actually assembled. Alright, so once we have everything unboxed here, this is what we get included in the box number 1. So this is going to be for the metal frame. As you can see here, the other nice thing that's going to be about this upgrade here is that this E6 Dex version actually comes with dual motors. So that means with the dual motors and a heavy duty frame, we should be able to do about 500 pounds of weight on this desk. We got a few accessories here for this desk, and I want to talk about what these are. So first of all, we also get casters, so that's very nice of them to include that. So if you wanted, you could turn this desk into a moving desk, which actually I kind of like. We also get here a cable hold, which is a very nice accessory to have. We also get a little bit of, looks like some flex tape or Velcro tape here, so we can kind of do some cable management. We have here the control panel for the desk itself. So this can be mounted on either the left side or the right hand side based on your preference. We'll see that there's mounting holes for this already pre-drilled into the bamboo desktop here, so you can choose which side you want to have this adjust on. And this here, of course, is a power adapter, and this one is universal, so basically this will work anywhere in the world. You also get here another power cable routing slash kind of guide assembly. So once you connect this under the desk frame here or the desktop, you're going to be able to use this to kind of route and do a little bit of cable management here to some degree to keep things looking nice and tidy. This of course here is the control panel slash controller, which will mount under the desk. Okay, so the first part of the assembly process here is quite simple. We take the 2 extension rods here, we loosen this screw, insert this into this unit here, which will become the 2 braces within which the actual legs will sit here. So once we've got this inserted, we'll align these here, loosen this screw here, and insert these together like so. These here will become the actual central space within which the actual motor units here will sit. And then now we're going to mount this here so that this will become the support area where the legs here with the motor unit can actually mount. All right, once we have both of these here, these angle pieces or corner pieces connected here, you can see it now forms a nice sturdy frame. You can then basically flip this over, because now we're going to add here, so you can see here it's a little bit wobbly still, and we'll show you how the legs actually sit on top of here. These 4 screws will be where the motor legs are mounted on either side. We'll remove this packaging tape. So once you place this here, you want to align all 4 screws here. So once this is aligned, you can tighten these 4 screws, and then you can flip the desk around and or flip it on its side and tighten those or those screws that we put together for the frame. I would suggest now that you turn it on its side like this, preferably if you have a partner help you. As you can see here, by mounting these legs, it does make this a little bit more square. So now you can actually fully tighten these, but do keep in mind that this Allen key here and these screws are quite easy to strip. Now we'll flip our desk frame here back upside down, and it's time to attach these legs. And I think this actually is the simplest part of this entire assembly here. So you'll line this up with the bottom feet. Make sure you have these flipped upside down so that these, basically adjustable feet here are facing up. And then to align it kind of with one of the actual corners, so you can get this screw locked down. And then if you do the opposite end here, now as I alluded to earlier, so you should tighten these diagonally, and just hand tighten should be enough. Don't overdo it because these are metal screws, and if you strip the metal screws, it's going to be a big pain and trouble here for you to actually get these issues resolved. So as you can see here, just hand tightening all 4 of these screws here because they are nice and thick. It's going to give you plenty of stability here. This desk is not going to go anywhere. This foot will hold just fine. All right, and just a quick note here. So the instructions say that you're actually going to need a partner to help you with this desk assembly here, and they're actually quite right. But as you can see, up until this point, I've been able to assemble everything together pretty much by myself. So now we grab our frame and we place it onto the actual desktop here, and you can see that this frame looks a little bit small. And just as a tip here, the best solution I found for this is to loosen both of the sides here that hold these braces for the frame. So you can actually slide these frame pieces around here to ensure that you get the best kind of fit between by putting the edge or the legs at the edges of the table where the holes are pre-drilled. And then you can adjust these rods here, fit them into both sides of the frame, and finally tighten the screw so you get a nice and secure fit. The point is you get one side connected here, and then you slide the other one. You adjust the other one to slide the leg in until you basically hit these 2 screws here, and then you can tighten this. This bracer here will make sure that the leg stays steady and that the the frame here is actually sturdy enough to support the desk. Now I'll show you here that depending on which type of frame you purchase here, you're gonna have some pre-drilled holes here, as you can see with this particular desk. But as you'll see, with the frame adjusted to where it needs to be stable, this isn't quickly perfectly aligning up, and it's the same story on the other side as well. So you may need to adjust this a little bit and then use just a drill and gently drill these into the actual desktop surface here. And also if I push it down a little bit more, you can see that these are the pre-drilled holes on opposite sides, so you can actually mount the actual control panel here or on the other side if you so prefer. You can either drill pilot holes like this if you prefer, but because these are just wood screws, I think these will actually hold quite securely through these grommets. Grab here a Phillips head bit. Be sure not to omit these 2 screws here. There's 2 on either side of the frame here. You'll need to also mount this to the desk surface here in between. So if you just orient this to the power supply I've got here, I'm going to orient this way and just use 2 screws here again to mount this to the desktop surface. So you'll see here that with 2 F screws, this has now been securely mounted. Now the power supply here looks like this. So it'll look like a brick here, a power brick. This one here, make sure you have the right wattage. This one is about 200 watts approximately, and you'll need this kind of proprietary power cable here. As you can see here, this looks like somewhat of a Molex type connector or a PCIe type connector, but this one here is a very proprietary type plug. So this one, the way it mounts is you'll flip this back, you'll insert this into here like so, and then this will flip down to lock it into place. So now that your power adapter is connected, this is where you'll plug in the actual power supply cables. It's hard to get right in position. There you go. Okay, from its housing, and there we go. So we've connected it. We'll put this tie back. Both motor assemblies have a connector that also connects to this controller box. We'll connect this to M2 since we are facing that side. There we go, like so. So we'll just face this out here like so. And you can see there's a lot of different positions here. So just kind of find the center position. We don't need to overdo it. There we go. So now our control panel is securely mounted to the tabletop. Get that plugged in here, and there we go. So that will connect both of our motor assemblies on the left hand right side for the lift mechanism, and of course our control panel mechanism that allows us to control the lift up and down of this device. Let's see, is this operational? There we go. So yeah, there is a light. So the reason for getting this particular desk, and the reason why I love the brand Flexispot, is their desks unlike other brands, actually go the farthest in terms of the lowest and the highest in terms of the highest height you can have with these desks, which is absolutely essential if you want to have the ergonomic experience that you're looking for. You want to be able to adjust your desk height to exactly what's perfect for you. All right, now, so to give you guys a full picture, and please excuse the desk and the mess of wires under my desk here. I really got to get some nice cabling, cable management done here, and I will do hopefully now that I have a large desktop surface, and I can actually have all of my production stuff in one place. So that said, here, let's show you guys the full range of this particular desk. This is why I love this desk here. So as we press this, we're getting up. Okay. All right, so we're at 38 inches and still going. Whoops. Let's remove these headphones. Oh boy. Okay, so that's about all the space I have to demonstrate for you guys. But you can see here at 45.1 inches, this is at an uncomfortably high, height. Unless you're very, very tall, you're not going to be really using this at this level for working even as a standing desk. But it's nice and smooth. There isn't a lot of noise, and of course, you have a lot of different positions here, and memory settings that you can save your position. So if there's particular height that you like for sitting or standing, you can dial those in, save those. Okay, so as you would expect here with the control panel, there's a few different options. So first of all, if you tap it, one of the buttons, it will illuminate to let you know that the function is on. And now you can press the up or down arrows to adjust the height and position of the desk here. Then we have a few other follow-on buttons here. So this one is the sitting position, or excuse me, the standing position. So if you like a particular height, you can set that and then press this button here and hold, and it will actually press this button and then press this button here to hold. It will flash, and this will show you that you've got now your height for your standing position set. Now let's say if we want to do a lower position here for sitting, we can press the M button here. Once we've adjusted it, press the sitting button. It'll say that S-2 setting -2 has now been saved. So now if I press this button, it'll go to our previously adjusted height, and the sit will take it down back to our original position. Now we have two optional positions here that you could set and save for yourself. So those can be any position that you like for whatever other function that you'd like to have. And of course, if you press and hold both of these two buttons, the up and down buttons, for a few seconds, you'll get this flash here. So A1 is the actual collision sensitivity. So this one does have collision detection built in. So if it hits some sort of object, it will stop and then go in the other direction, reverse, try to come back again based on what's happening. So if you press it again, press the up and down arrow buttons again, we're now back to 0. Press it again. So a 0 means no sensitivity, and I believe 4 means the highest sensitivity. 3 is the highest sensitivity in terms of collision detection. So let's just demonstrate that for you guys. So now, just to make it very simple, what I'm going to do is use the lift button up here, and as I'm lifting, I'm just going to place my hand on top to show that it does notice the hit detection. And you'll see here that it kind of bounces back, and it the collision detection allows the table to go back down again. So let's just demonstrate this one more time for you guys. So we'll start the up position, and I'll pretend that I've hit my hand on here. And when I do that, it notices that there's a collision detection and it goes back down. Of course, it doesn't need to be that impactful or that drastic, what I've just demonstrated here, but just to show you guys that it does have collision detection built in, and there's a few different levels that you can adjust for whatever is comfortable for your environment. So if you have kids or animals or anything of that nature, you can adjust that perhaps high or low. So if the cat jumps on the table, your table positioning is not going to freak out. Alright, and just giving you guys a different look here from a different angle and a different perspective, so you guys can see that this is a very large desk. So this here is a 78 by 30 inch. That's 78 inches wide and 30 inches deep natural bamboo desktop surface here with the dual motor legs here for the E6 series from Flexispot. A nice standing motorized desk which has the highest flexibility and range in terms of height adjustability. So I'm very pleased with this desk, and just in closing, I want to say a special thanks to Flexispot for sending this out. I really already own many of their products and I'm quite familiar with them, so I'm very happy to get this product for review, and I'm hoping that this will elevate my studio and my production to the next level and just become a better space for me to work tirelessly for you guys to bring you content like this in the future. Well, that's all I have to say for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, click the thumbs up button, click subscribe, click that like button so you're the first to know when there's new content available here. Don't forget to turn on that notification bell as well. And of course, as always, if you like any of the products I review and you wish to purchase them, you can check the links in the description below. I often provide discount codes accompanying with those links to help you save a little bit of money. And always, if you want to support the channel a bit further and really like our content, use the coffee link in the description below to give us a tip. It's a small gesture, but it really goes a long way to help independent creators such as myself. Thanks very much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.